Welcome into the show tonight. I'm Brian Keating alongside Hannah Hoover. It is time for Crashing the Boards.
He's got a fist pump and everything. Let's go. We're
Thunder
ready.
hot, man. You got to get fired up a little bit.
Got to have a fist pump for the Thunder.
Exactly. They've won 8 straight games. They're playing outstanding. SGA, the record. We'll get into all that. It is March Madness, Selection Sunday, men's and women's. Get into those as well. But we got to start with the Oklahoma City Thunder. Roll the video at home on Sunday afternoon right here on Channel 5 against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Chet Holmgren. First half, Thunder were down at halftime, down 6. Third quarter, kind of when the run began. Jared McCain, boy, how good has he been? Not a lot of drama in the second half for Oklahoma City. They were going to win. The drama was SGA. He had to get 20, and he didn't have it until right now. Less than 3 minutes to go in the game. It's SGA and one. Had to make the free throw. Of course he made the free throw. And after the game, the reigning MVP.
You know, the game's not always going to be perfect. We missed a lot of stuff around the basket tonight. You know, there was a lot of no calls in the first half for both teams, and I just thought we didn't get distracted. We just kept playing and played the next possession, which is the mentality you have to have when you're playing against a good team in an imperfect game.
That is the head coach of the Oklahoma City Thunder, Mark Daignault. 8 straight wins for OKC. We'll get to the record in a minute, and SGA just kind of hanging on. But what do you think of OKC today?
Look, lockdown defense is what won the game for them today. I mean, that's what they hang their hat on, and obviously it showed up when Shea doesn't have just a ton of points in this game. You have other guys you can rely on offense as well. Chet Holmgren, Isaiah Joe was also excellent today.
Yeah.
Jared McCain, and then Isaiah Hartenstein back in the mix is always fun. So this was a really encouraging game to me. Like you mentioned, it's 8 straight wins for the Thunder. And look, they're back in a great groove with a lot more health. It's what we were talking about just a couple weeks ago, that look, you have to get the health of this team back in order to have the rotations you will need for the playoffs. So exciting to watch what they can do now as they're all back to health. Like 16 games left in this season. That's crazy. It's just all waning down now.
Playoffs are they're about a month away.
I know.
Can you believe that?
No, I can't. It's crazy.
Yeah, the rain, you know, the run to try to be back-to-back is coming up. I think it's just the OKC juggernaut again. I think that's what we're seeing. I think everybody around the league's watching this team. They are a juggernaut again. I think they went through periods this season where they looked more vulnerable, I guess. You could say that. I mean, you know, they've had a ton of injuries. Jalen Williams hadn't played a lot. Chet Holmgren kind of in and out. Isaiah Hartenstein in and out. They've had all those guys. The consistent has been Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Obviously, he was not his best today. Didn't have the shooting game that we've come to expect from SGA. But there at the end.
When it counts.
When it counts. It's funny because this game, for most of the fourth quarter, was over.
Yeah.
But the drama was everyone in the arena.
Well, because we got a
pins
record.
Pins and needles, man. Pins and needles. Everybody's standing up. Can he get the 20? Can he get the 20? The answer was obviously yes. But I just think this team is beginning to get healthy. They're beginning to play their style of basketball again, their level of basketball again. That team they beat today is pretty dadgum healthy. And that's who they played in the Western Conference Finals. And when it mattered, they took them apart. I just think this team is unbelievable, and they continue to do that. I guess this is what the big news was over the weekend, is that now Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 128 straight games scoring 20 points or more. It happened on Friday night, the record to get 127. He passed Wilt Chamberlain, and this is what it sounded like on the broadcast. So that's 127. He made it 128 today. The record, first I'll ask you, after we hear from SGA, the MVP on 127.
You need a great team. You need great role players. You need a great co-star. You need a great coach. And I like to think we have all of those. So it's not just me out there being great. It's the rest of the group, and we've accomplished things because of that. Everybody knowing their role and executing their role at a high level. I reap the benefits of it, obviously. But yeah, all the awards, all the everything that comes with winning it's a team thing.
So he's all about team. He's saying all the right things. That's what he said after the game. And they poured the water and everything. Yeah, that's what you see. They poured the water.
He made a face.
He's all about team, man.
He didn't want to mess up his hair.
But this
and
guy,
I get that.
you understand that.
I understand, Shay. I do. I wouldn't want to mess up my hair either.
He's a humble guy, but the record, how much does the record really mean?
I mean, I think it means a lot, but you know, they were asking about it earlier in the week before it all happened, before he broke the record. You know, Jay Will mentioned that they didn't talk about the record amongst each other. Like, this was not a conversation piece. So I think in the back of your mind, you probably are aware of it, but you're not thinking about it because you just can't. But I will say this, like, when does it end? Because I know that today we kind of had a little bit of a scare against Minnesota with him barely hitting 20, but that is a very abnormal game for him. So when does it actually end, this record? Like, who is going to be able to top SGA? Because it's been a long time coming since Wilt Chamberlain. Anyone was even close to tying his record, much less beating it. So that's what my question is. When does this record end?
If he wants to get 20, he can get 20 pretty much every night. It was strange to watch him today kind of struggle to get to that point, but I think there's a chance that it ends this season, if only because they just take him out of the game.
Yeah.
The record's over, the streak is over, who cares? We got to get to the postseason. I just think there's probably going to be a game where that might happen. Exactly.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, this is what we learned this week. They beat the Nuggets a couple of times, they beat the Celtics. The way that they played today, the MVP race is over. It's coming back. I mean, it's over. It's not. I don't even think this is close. If you look at the odds in Vegas, I mean, it's not even competitive. SGA is going to win back-to-back MVPs, and I think this guy now is putting himself, he's going to be back-to-back MVP as long as he gets 65 games. He's going to be a back-to-back MVP. He's going to be a finals MVP. If they win the NBA championship again, you just start looking at the all-time great players. All-time great players, top 10, 15 players ever to play. And you're going to have to start talking about number 2, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, being in that conversation. He's that good.
And we're watching it.
What he's doing is remarkable. I mean, it's remarkable. It's not normal. He is sensational. He's one of the best players ever to play.
Super cool.
And we are watching it right now.
Yeah, we're watching
it's crazy.
it. We're in the building. I mean, the crowd went wild. Even being inside of the building was like, whoa, what just happened? You know, it's just surreal.
He's the best player since Steph Curry, who I think is a top 10 player of all time. And what he is doing is just not normal, and he's going to be the MVP again. And the Thunder are first place in the Western Conference. And so this is what we're talking about. If they're healthy, Hannah, they're going to win the NBA championship. That's just going to happen. They're the best team. They're the best team by a bunch. And if they're healthy, they're winning the title.
53-15, best record by a long shot.
And they've been hurt. They've been banged. They haven't played with Jalen Dadgum Williams all year.
We haven't even seen
crazy.
J-Dub. We're waiting to see J-Dub. I talked about getting back to health. They're almost there, but we need J-Dub back.
Playoffs
I want to see him.
Right around the corner. Stay with us. NCAA tournament talk next.